everyone. Welcome to the Hammer Away Show. I am your host, Cynthia W. Hammer. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern. We are on Spotify, Spreaker, Facebook, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and MixStation Baltimore. We have a fabulous show for you today. We have a hot Los Angeles band called Circle the Earth. Michael McBay is the manager. He is coming back. He's been on our show quite, I guess maybe 4 times in the last 7 years. He was with me when I did LA Talk Radio. But he has a lot of great news to update us on. He has several songs. He is about to sign with a major label, and we are very happy for him. And he will be introducing us to his producer, Ethan Kaufmann, and his keyboardist, Chao. So please welcome band member Michael McBay. Okay, so hello, Michael McBay of Circle the Earth. How are you?
Doing fine.
Okay, so I need my glasses. Okay, so this is what I wanted to ask you because we welcome you back. You have been with us many times, so you're coming back to give us an update because you have many things. So this is like a check-in. What is it like to be successful in Los Angeles as a rocker?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Well, no, seriously, you have to tell them this is for the kids.
I can conjecture.
Okay, well, please offer some.
No, success in Los Angeles really means being able to live your dream, be happy in the process, not be focused on the objective so much. Point as enjoying the process of getting there, helping other people along the way with their dreams as you achieve yours, and leaving a positive imprint.
Yes, because for the kid who has to put in the work, who is just thinking about putting their foot in. Okay, they're big in their town, but now they know they need to be in a bigger city like New York, Miami, or Los Angeles. So they head to LA. I wanted to inspire them because I know you took a lot of years for you to get here, but is it worth it?
Of course. Yes, it's worth it.
Okay. So to the kid who's coming to LA, you tell him what? What do you tell him?
Okay, number one, you have to have a day job, some kind of day job to sustain yourself unless you're independently wealthy. You got to be able to do that. That's the first and foremost thing. And then you have to be obsessively focused on getting somewhere every single day, taking advantage of every minute. And you have to watch out for the majority of the charlatans that are around whose job is to feed on your dreams and take you nowhere. Most of the industry is that way, literally. You have to dig your way through the mess and find the diamonds that do exist. They're just rare. Probably out of 100 people, probably 8 of them. Out of 100 people, probably 10 of them are in the diamond category, and 3 of them are crazy. And 3 of them are reliable. And so you got to find the diamonds in the diamonds and hold on to them tight, treat them right, and just keep. I don't want to get too spiritual, but you keep some sort of spiritual consciousness in your heart and do things for the right reasons the best you can.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You definitely need to be spiritual, especially when you're walking among people who, like you said, are feeding on you. We have to talk real because these kids today and adults are in real time. Social media has brought us fast forward to what the world is really like. So there's no need for us to beat around the bush.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so for those who's tuning in, we are with the bass player of the pop rock band Circle the Earth, Mr. Michael McBay. He has taken time out for us in his Los Angeles studio. I think it's Studio City you're in.
I'm in Arcade Studios owned by Ethan Kaufmann in Sunland, California.
Okay, you're in Sunland, California in your studio. I guess you guys are going to be recording tonight, I take it.
Yeah, this is the second day of a 3 or 4 day recording project for a single song called Dear John Letter.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. I'm glad you took time out. That is awesome. Okay, so I understand that you just have you have a hot song out that is it New Religion that broke the internet, or was it Hello?
We're being handled, Johnny Miller is our main manager. We have another manager named David Morris. David came in about 3 or 4 months ago and helped us modernize our approach. So he recommended taking our song New Religion and remixing it with a kid that does, has an better idea of the current sounds and the current trends. So they did a remix of New Religion and it got like 94,000 streams and like.
Nice. Nice, congratulations. Let's take a moment to listen to New Religion. Wow, that was awesome. So New Religion, and then also Hello Goodbye was
Yes,
just recorded. Was it 2023 or 22?
That was in
Hello Goodbye,
early 2023.
Okay, and that did very well as well.
Yeah, it did well too.
So
that
who wrote Hello? Who wrote Hello Goodbye?
Hello Goodbye and New Religion were written by Kazuki Tokaji, our guitar player.
Oh, nice.
And along with Jim McGorman, who writes for lots of people. He's a very well-established musician, songwriter, producer. He's worked with the Goo Goo Dolls, Gwen Stefani, Avril Lavigne, Cher, lots of people like that. He's actually on tour with the Goo Goo Dolls right now. When he comes back into town, he and Kazuki write songs together, and that's where a lot of our more recent material has come from. We used to use Adrian Jones, as you know.
Right.
And we're about to record a song by Adrian called Velvet. Actually, that's the next song we're going to do.
Next year or next?
Oh, in a month or so.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that Velvet. Oh, that sounds good. So, you have literally opened. Now, this is a small number. I know it's more than this, but you have literally headlined probably over 100 times. I know, or more. But you've literally opened as well for over 100 times. For some great acts.
Yeah, playing live is a really gratifying, a lot of fun, and we've done it a lot in Los Angeles. We played every venue in LA probably 5 to 10 times. Sure.
Okay, so who did you most enjoy opening for?
There's lots of Oingo Boingo at the Coach House was a great show because there was a couple thousand people that went crazy. We opened for Striper, which is a very heavy metal religious band. But it was a pleasure and that was at the Yost Theater. There were 1,000 or so people at that. And it was nice to walk up to the thing and say, even though our musical styles are different, it's a pleasure to play for people who love God as much as we do. And that broke the ice and we went over fine.
Oh, wow.
We opened for Larry Dunn, as you know, that was fun.
Yeah.
People from Earth, Wind, and Fire. And we opened for, Missing Persons. There's a lot of B-level acts. I haven't opened for an A-level act yet, but a lot of B-level.
Okay, nice. Well, Macy Gray's A.
Yeah. At one time she was, but at this point, by the time we stopped, we got to open for her, she had drifted down.
Okay. So I see you have on some Circle the Earth gear. Do tell us where you can find it.
Yeah, you can just go onto our website. There's an automatic store there where you can order merchandise. We have t-shirts, cups, hats, hoodies, stickers, everything. The normal things.
Very nice, very nice. So do you have a upcoming show? Can you tell us about it, please?
Oh yeah, okay. We're playing at the Peppermint Club on August 17th, which is a Thursday at 8 o'clock. We're going on at 8 o'clock because that's the best time for the industry, and there's several record labels coming, a lot of booking agents coming. The show is free. All you got to do is say "Circle the Earth" there, and it's going to be a big night for us industry wise. We
Okay,
anticipate
so for
playing
those who don't know, okay, the Peppermint, what part of LA? Are we in Hollywood,
West
West
Hollywood.
Hollywood?
It's in West Hollywood. I think it's 8713 Beverly Boulevard, actually.
Oh, you're down in West Hollywood.
Mhm.
Nice.
It's good. It's a good showcase.
That's a very nice venue.
Mhm.
So who is which one of the labels are going to be there? Do you know offhand?
I'm probably not allowed to say that.
Okay, probably not.
Yeah, right.
You're
There's
probably
4 or
not.
5, but I don't
I
think I'm
I
allowed to say.
I had to try.
Yeah, that's okay.
So you play the guitar,
Bass, I play bass.
bass guitar. There's no
Mhm.
such thing as lead bass, right?
Not for me.
Okay, because
There
you
are
don't
people
always
that do
say
that.
lead
Yeah.
bass.
Chris
So,
Squire.
but so do you fashion yourself after blues or rock and rollers? Because I was watching a couple weeks ago preparing for this. But does the name Bobby Rush mean anything to you? Because he's
Yeah,
a
of
blues.
course. Yeah.
Okay, he plays the blues and he plays the guitar, and so does Lonnie Brooks. And I thought that reminded me of you, the way you hold it. Are you thinking of a player or someone that you?
Oh, my biggest influence is Chris Squire of Yes, honestly. Stanley
Okay, good
Clarke was also
choice.
a big influence. Yeah, and Billy Sheehan, people like that.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Sandy. Okay,
Hi.
everyone, we have Sandy with Circle the Earth. She is the fabulous keyboard player. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Cynthia.
Okay, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from?
Family's originally from Taiwan. I grew up in the suburbs of LA, about like an hour away from the city.
Okay, so you grew up in Taiwan. How long have you been in Los Angeles?
I came here when I was 10, so I pretty much grew up
Okay, and so have you always been rocking?
here. I started by playing in church. Did a little bit of classical, and then went to music school in college. So kind of.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is this your first band?
No. Well, no, not definitely
Well,
not.
well,
Not my
see, we
first.
don't know. The audience doesn't know. So you tell
Yeah.
me. Talk
Okay.
to me.
So I played I started. I went to school in Hollywood for music when I was 19, back in 2009, and I played in like various projects, original bands, cover bands here and there, and it wasn't until what year was it?
6 years ago.
6 years ago that I stumbled upon I like came upon this ad. Michael was looking for a keyboard player. So I came in for an audition, and then he liked me and I stayed.
Away. It was great.
Yeah,
Very
so
cool. No, I remember when he.
So
I remember when he found you. Go ahead,
I
Michael.
picked her up in my arms, remember?
Yeah.
he did. There's a picture of that somewhere.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
very happy. I know you went to NAM. How did you enjoy watching the Oh, tell me the name of the keyboards in NAM, because there's
Oh, there's a lot.
Is it Casio? Casio.
So my guitar is made by Roland. They're a
Mhm.
great company. They came out with that newer model of that guitar like a few years ago. What, maybe 5 years ago? They kind of revamped everything, gave it a more edgy look. It looks kind of like an axe. It's got a great look and it's got great sounds. And yeah, they updated the whole thing. Like Roland has always been pretty innovative when it comes to sound and stuff. So
Did you enjoy NAM? Because that's a big deal.
yeah, that was fun. That was that pre-pandemic? NAM
Yes.
when we went to NAM? Yeah. Yeah, that was great. That was fun. We played on one of the stages.
Oh, at NAM?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel about that? Like, how did it make you feel? Because let me just tell you what my show's about. The premises of my show is the Hammer Way show. There's no easy way to attain success. People think it happens overnight. You have to put in the work. So you have to bang, chip, or hammer away. And we talk about the highs and the lows, because life is a reality. When you hit lows, like a lot of times we hit that bottom, but we have to still go out in public and smile. So we want to tell people who are trying to get into the business that this is real. This is our life. We're not afraid to tell people what it really is about. So I want you to tell this young audience and mature audiences, when you are going after your dream, you know how many people sign up for NAMM and don't get it? Okay, so you step on stage. How did it feel?
I mean, it was definitely like one of the highlights for this band to play there. So because we've done anything from like shows where there's like everyone is like kind of got their arms, folded across their chest and kind of judging, waiting for you to like suck. That's kind of like, and then there's always that magical moment in the show where you felt like the audience are like shifting, like you kind of won them over. Is when they started cheering for you and they were like, oh, actually this is good music, like this band is good, and you kind of need to like almost earn them or like win them over when they don't know you, which is fair. So
did you know it would be like that? Did you know it would be sometimes it's a crowd and sometimes it's not, and then sometimes it's overwhelming? Did you know that coming into the music?
Well, I've never really cared much for like the playing in front of a crowd. It's always been like playing amongst the musicians on stage. That's where we share all these magical moments, like where there's moments when I'm looking at Sandro on drums, and then we're like, oh, just having this great, like we just like connected in that minute, in that moment, and that kind of like that kind of energy kind of just it projects onto the crowd and people feel that. Gotcha. So if I'm playing with a group that like we can all vibe and gel like that, it's easy. Like it doesn't matter if there's two people in the audience. Doesn't matter if people are like, waiting for us to fail. Like it's like as long as it's like going into battle, you got your whole team with you, So that's how it always feels like. So
but you guys are past the point of failing. Like I've been to a lot of your shows, they're pretty packed. So I've been with Michael from the beginning before you came on board, and I've been to your shows in the last 2 or 3 years. They're pretty full. So you're obviously you've become comfortable with playing in front of a crowd.
Yeah, of course. Like that, definitely. Yeah. It's I guess, but with experience and all that, you learn to play with the crowd a little bit more. You learn to engage them. You learn to like just kind of see past their faces, so you're not like like you and also knowing as like we have a whole team on stage that's like we got each other. That brings a lot of comfort to us to at least for me.
Well, so I appreciate. Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. So it's always fun to play in front of a bigger crowd because people just respond. It takes a few people to like cheer before like the rest of the people to join in. Because like some people are like a lot of times people are just afraid to break that silence. Once someone starts clapping, everybody goes, and it's like, oh, that's like it's like an energy loop. The crowd is giving us that energy, and then we're that's feeding into our playing, and we're just going. Yeah.
Well, I enjoy talking to you because a lot of times some people believe that you need to be the celebrity, you need to be the musician, you need to be the actor, you need to be the author, as myself, all the time. But when I step into the public light, then I'm that to which they want. But I'm just me when I'm around the house or walking my dog. People may flip out, but I'm still just me. And I can tell because I've seen you perform on stage. You're a wild woman. So so I like the fact that you're Sandy here chilling, but when you're on stage, you step on stage and it's a whole nother situation.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to know the difference. Like when you're up.
Yeah. It's like it's almost like a switch. Yeah, it's almost like a switch. You can just switch it on. And a lot of times it's just like, I don't act like that on the day.
You're not just dropping on your knees, right?
No. Yeah. So it's just like a lot of times it's just like it's fun. And sometimes I like to do things to see especially Kadia's reaction. Because if I can make Kadia break character on stage, that's a win for me.
There you go.
Yeah, there's times I do like ridiculous things to like get her. But yeah, it's exaggerated for sure. But it's like it's also like people. It's fun. It's fun for me, and I hope it's fun to see.
Yeah, it's fun to see. Do you have a favorite song that you get a good riff in? If that's the right terminology, I don't know. Is that the right terminology? For the keyboard? What's the?
I mean, there's that one, too many pieces. I have that keyboard solo, which is cool. Well, but my favorite to play is New Religion. It just has such a nice dirty groove to it.
Yeah.
And then Kadia rips that like she has that badass rap.
Yeah.
So it's that whole song's just got a vibe to it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, good luck on your show. Well, let's slow down. Good luck in the studio today with your new songs you're cutting.
Yeah.
And good luck at your show August 17th at the Peppermint in West Hollywood. That's a sweet venue.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Sandy, Chao, Wang, thank you so much for gracing us.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.
Hello.
Hey, Ethan, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the Hammer Away Show.
Hey, Cynthia.
Hey.
I see you right there. Hey, nice to meet you.
Okay, let me
Nice
see
to
that.
meet you.
Give me some view. Yeah, give me a view of the what is that? What is he working on? Is that a board? What do you call that great big piece of equipment behind you?
That is the board. Yes.
That is a board. Hey,
That's a console.
Okay.
You were correct though.
So producer, what does that entail?
So basically the band will bring in a song and they'll explain their vision for it, and then we just try to create that vision.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty
that's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, with most people it is. Sometimes it can be difficult, but they'd always go smooth with these guys. They always have a pretty good hang on what they're looking for, you know?
Okay, so when you say vision, are you really giving their vision, bringing it to fruition, or are you throwing in your flavor? Because, I mean, unless you worked with somebody for years and years, but I guess you and Michael have history, so you pretty much know?
It depends if they, you know, like the song we're working on right now, he has like a very specific vision for it. So we're sticking really close to that vision. And some of the other songs, he's like, well, what would you do here? And then I'll say, oh, I would try this or X, Y, and Z, you know? But
okay.
So it varies song to song, I guess.
So producers, I'm going to put in my 2 cents. Michael has a pretty nice voice. Have you heard him sing?
You know what? Everyone tells me that. I've actually never heard him sing.
Well, he sang something to me to try to get me to remember a song that he liked.
Okay.
He was we were talking, and I'm like, damn, he can sing. So you know how some groups have the people playing and they get to sing in the background?
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Everyone always says he can sing.
Strong suggestion, right?
Yeah, I like it. I like where your head's at.
Well, it would be something. I've seen them perform many times. Michael knows I'm going to put in my 2 cents, but I've seen them perform many times. But I'm wondering if any of the band has voices. It'd be nice to hear sometimes what's like the way the Doobie Brothers, or you know how some of the bands, sometimes the musicians, you hear them doing a little something in the back.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Every now and then. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. There you
I
go.
love it.
I love
it. I'll tell him.
That wasn't hard, right? So,
no, super easy.
What are you working on? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I just said I'll push him to do that.
Okay. What are you working on? What are you working on tonight?
So we're doing keys with Miss Sandy. And then Michael will probably do a little bit of bass. And then I think we'll probably be done today.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about you before I wrap up the show? Okay, so Ethan, you're a producer, Los Angeles producer. Have you worked in New York, Miami, out of the country, or are you always LA?
So I was in Dallas for several years. And when was that? I guess I moved back in 2004. And I worked under a guy that his name was Jeff Saltzman. I worked with him for several years. He was a great producer in like the early 2000s. And so I kind of started working with him. During that same time, I was a hired musician. So I played with a pop artist for several years. His name was Ryan Cabrera. I played guitar for him. And during that time I was traveling. And then when I wasn't traveling, I was working with Jeff. And we got to work on a lot of really cool records. And then I kind of went off on my own in maybe 2008 or 9. And I was in Dallas for 2 years. And then I moved back to LA in 2011, maybe. And have been here since. And I have a studio out in the Valley.
Nice. Congratulations. And the name of your studio?
I just call it Arcade.
Okay, does it have all the bells and whistles, like if you wanted to do a drum solo, do you have all the equipment, or do you bring your own?
No, I have it all. That's, at some point it just costs ridiculous amounts of money to rent a studio. So I've collected gear for a long time, so I have a bunch of gear, I guess.
Nice. So you have drums, guitar, keyboard?
I do indeed, yeah.
That makes it a lot easier when you walk into a studio and you have all the equipment.
For sure, yeah, that's a big part of it for sure. But yeah, that's me.
Well, I want to thank you so much for popping in. Michael is very proud of the people he has the ensemble he has surrounded himself with.
Oh yeah, sure.
Say it again.
Oh, I just said yeah, for sure. He's done a great job with all that.
Well, it's not easy. I'm looking at you, and I always try to encourage people to never give up on their dream, and for you to have your own studio after doing the footwork. And here you wind up in a part of your life where you can young enough to still enjoy it.
True.
But it does come to you, but you have to put in the work.
Yeah, for sure. It's a ton of work, and it will always be a ton of work, but it's also fun. So you get the best of both worlds.
Exactly. Yeah. So thank you so much. You have a website or Instagram where people follow you on?
You know what? I never use I am so bad at social media, but you can probably just Google my name, Ethan Kaufmann. Yeah.
Okay, Ethan Kaufmann. Thank you so much for coming on the Hammer Away Show today. You have a great evening.
Awesome. You guys too. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you everyone for watching the Hammer Away Show today. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I am Iceberg Book on Instagram, and Cynthia W. Hammer, Facebook, and Cynthia Hammer, Facebook. I'm so done with these social media sites, but it's, we're here. This is the part of the world we're in. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. God bless you.